What's up everyone? Welcome back to another GTA Online video. My name is Saintsfan, and while we're in another week of no new vehicles and not really much going on as far as like event weeks go, I wanted to pose an interesting question. What other community wars, if we want to call them that, could Rockstar do in the future? Obviously yesterday was the conclusion of the whole E-Cola versus Sprunk war. E-Cola somehow won, like the whole thing was rigged. I ain't gonna get into it, but one of the things Rockstar actually mentioned in their newswire was this. They stated that for Sprunk, the people who did lose, you can actually get the gear, the Sprunk gear, in future GTA Online events. Now, I don't know if they necessarily mean like future, wars again like this, but it got me thinking, like, what else could they possibly do? And honestly, I think there's a few really cool ideas Rockstar could do. So if you guys enjoy or like any of the things I'm saying, definitely hit that subscribe button. Definitely hit the like button. Let Rockstar know maybe we get something like this. If you have any other ideas you want to share that you think would be great, let us know in the comments down below. So it all started a couple years ago, 2 years ago actually, when we had the green versus purple alien war. Now this one wasn't actually sort of sanctioned by Rockstar. This was, I think, started on like TikTok of all places. And then Rockstar decided, hey, we want to do our own war. And that is where the Sprunk versus E-Cola came into play. And it was kind of a cool thing. And in the end, the massive underdog again somehow ended up winning. Now, the only thing we do know about future events is there is going to be a junk energy event. I don't know if this was part of their, future events where you can unlock the Sprunk. Maybe they do Sprunk versus junk energy. I don't know. That could be maybe cool. But what else could they do? So the first thing, the biggest one, and this would have to include an update more than likely, Burger Shot versus Cluckin. They could finally open up these freaking restaurants. I mean, I don't know what they would put in there. Probably wouldn't be much, but a lot of people have been wanting those damn things open for the longest because they were open in previous GTA games and it just never happened in this one. Burger Shot versus Cluckin. That would be probably the easiest one for them to do. There could be so many fun things. People dressing up as Burger Shot employees, people dressing up as Cluckin employees. I think there's even a Cluckin outfit in the game. We could really get crazy with that particular war. Honestly, out of all the ones I'm going to suggest, that one's probably the most realistic. But the second idea I had, and this one is a little abstract, but I think it could actually really work. A CEO versus MC war. Now I know everyone in the game is pretty much both. You're either a CEO or you're a CEO and an MC. You have both a business property and the motorcycle club. But what if they had like a week or two where you had to choose? And the way, you would determine the winner is however many jobs were done either as under a CEO or under an MC. This could also be a fun one just because of the amount of things you can do. Like, you could have actual motorcycle clubs going to like different business people and just beating them up. And then you could have the CEOs dressed up in their nice suits and everything, using their connections, we'll say, to take out the motorcycle clubs. I think that could actually be a very fun war if done right. Yes, the CEO stuff is probably more popular, but a lot of the businesses you can be either or. So, I mean, you would just pick one at the start and say, all right, I'm going to do all the business stuff as an MC or as a CEO. But I do really think that could be a pretty fun war in the game. Now, I don't know exactly how Rockstar could market it. Maybe that would be a little bit different, a little bit difficult, but I do think a CEO versus MC, because it's already in the game, that could be another fun event they could do. The third one, and maybe this one is kind of similar to the whole alien war because, it was the same colors, the classic gang war. Ballas versus families. And if you wanted, you could maybe even throw in the Vagos as like a third group if they wanted to have 3 different groups, because then you would have purple, green, and yellow. I know there's a bunch of other gangs in the game, but these are the 3 bigger ones. And I do think that could be another fun one. The only problem, I don't know if necessarily Rockstar want to like promote gang wars in the game. Obviously, the alien war was not really their thing, and that was aliens. E-Cola versus Sprunk, that's just cola. Cluckin versus Burger Shot, that's again food related. gang wars might not exactly want to promote that, but that would be a fantastic one to add. And maybe they could even add like the actual gangs spawning more around the map, depending on like what happens. But that one's another very easy one to do, just because, I mean, it's been a thing for a long time. You know, ballas versus families. Who's going to win? Which one's better? And then again, if you wanted, throw the Vagos in. And then as a bonus one, I don't know, like, it seems like we're never going to get it. But especially if they did the gang war, they could do this one almost right after. Cops versus crooks. Finally, the time would come where we could be cops in the game, or at least pretend to be cops in the game. They could unlock all the cop cars. They could unlock the cop outfits. And if it does come after the hypothetical gang war event, this would be a way to clean everything up. All those gangs that were fighting together or fighting against each other, they would have to come together and fight the cops if they wanted to. And things like the stun gun could actually be used here. You know, I think that could be a very, very fun one. Cops versus crooks. But again, unfortunately, it seems like we're never going to get that because it was supposed to come 2.5 years ago, but Rockstar hasn't really done much since. But yeah, that is a couple of my ideas. Let me know in the comments, do you think these would be cool? I think these wars are fun. I hope we get more. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you all for watching. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more GTA content. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one.